one-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. the shotgun. It's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Gun! 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 Inside right here. Inside on the right. Inside on the right. Detroit! Detroit! Check, check. 3 down. 3 down.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Mayfield on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over, over! Over, over!
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
No. Check. Patriot. Check. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Detroit! Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Patriot! Patriot! Over! Gun! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Barney! Detroit! Gun!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Kill! Turn up! Over!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
No. Check. Patriot! Detroit! Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Barney! Gun! Over! Gun!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1st down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now Landry. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with a... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here we go. 46.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Fletcher. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 2nd down, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gun. Here we go. All right, hey.
Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, yeah!
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
No,
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll run it here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Switch and 8.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
All right, here we go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. We go 47. We go 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Miller on the catch over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
46.
To throw is Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Prescott yet again. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. 1st down, Prescott. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go, get out there. Gun. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Over. 555. 555. 3 bus. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.